Well, it's Friday and I've run into my first real problem since I arrived in Asia. It's quite a big problem now as well because my SIM card has expired. Now, I'm going to answer the questions that you're asking on the screen now. Why didn't you get a SIM card earlier? It's not easy to get a SIM card here, and I actually found somewhere on the first day, but I didn't particularly like the package, so because it was only like 5 gig a month, which isn't enough, and you couldn't get unlimited. So she said, try this shop. So I went there and it was closed, so I thought I'll go the next day. But it was a long way away. Long story short, come yesterday, I found the shop, so I went in, queued for about 45 minutes, and then there was a bit of commotion, and then everyone sort of left. And what I grasped from it was their computers weren't working. And then when I went outside, someone told me, yeah, you need to come back at 9 tomorrow because it's their computers have stopped working. Now the problem with that is it was a shop that was miles away when I was out on a little trip. And you think, oh, just go there again then. But without a SIM card, I can't use my transport card. And there's no internet in here, so I can't do any renewing or anything. But luckily I knew there was a shop quite close by here. I've been to about 6 different places that I found on the phone. And each one of them was either just a repair shop, they don't sell SIMs, or it was like a headquarters, or it was just simply wasn't there. But I found one last night. I thought, right, I'll check before I lose my internet. I'll have a look and I'll know exactly where to go. So I screenshot it. I've gone there and it was a repair shop again. And then he's typed in a place to go to on the phone, but obviously it wouldn't search because I've got no internet. So I've got no SIM card. And also, that's where I get my money, that's where I pay for everything. So I can't use the underground, I can't buy anything, I can't message anyone. This isn't good. And what's more, I've got no clean clothes left at all. I asked at the reception if they've got a machine here, and she said no, but there's one around the corner. And luckily I marked that on the map as well and screenshot it, so I've walked to that. There's nothing there. All there was like DIY shops and things like that. And bear in mind, it's baking hot, so it's not the kind of thing that you can just keep walking around and walking around. I deliberately didn't take all my stuff actually because I thought, oh no, there'll be something wrong, and I'm glad I didn't now because I would have just traipsed around town for nothing. And I'm supposed to be meeting someone later and I can't message them. I honestly have no idea what to do, and there's no one to ask. Yeah, and furthermore, I've almost run out of cash. I've got a bit of cash left. I've got about 250 yuan, which is about £22, but I don't particularly want to be using that carelessly. But I am starving because last night I was dealing with that until late, and then I went for that walk on the video that I did last, and then I was too tired to go out, so Miss Tang ordered me some food to come and it was just inedible. So the last time I ate was yesterday at about 2 o'clock, and it's now 11 in the morning on Friday. So added to all of this, I'm starving. It's difficult. It's difficult when you haven't got someone to help you. Because the kind of reading I can do doesn't involve things like complex questions on apps and things like that. But not that I can do anything now. I can't download anything. So I'm just going to have a sit down and I think. Right, So about 2 hours later, I've managed to get my clothes into a laundry. It's quite expensive actually because you have to pay per item. It was only about, I don't know, something like 75p an item or something, but ended up being about 20 quid back saying that needs doing. And then I spent an hour in the shop getting my SIM card. No one could speak in English in there, so I had to conduct the whole thing in my broken Chinese, but I've managed to get a SIM card and then managed to get it working. So that's something. And now I'm just going to get ready because my friend Ting Ting's just invited me out, so I'm going to go. She's going to take me out around the area where she works. So it's like that really posh area that I went the other day. It's beautiful. So I'll take the camera, I think, and get a bit of footage down there. Blimey. I'm tired today. It's been hard work.
为什么在这儿就能叫他绕一下好了？
Let's go.
好好，谢谢，拜拜，拜拜。
微信联系，
好，
玩得开心。
拜拜。So we're just going for a game of snooker. Just recording, and we've just asked if I could just show this old. It used to be the French Quarter. You can see all these houses just on these little streets, and then you've just got the main road out here. Beautiful, beautiful. Andy, wait until you see this. So, in a snooker club. Wait till you see this. It's got Hawkeye. So it does all the scoring for you. Even the Hawkeye even knows I'm a white guy. It's all the scoring for you, knows if you fouled. And when you finish the frame, you just hang on 2 seconds and the staff run around and re-rack it for you. And you can just go and get some beers over in the corner. It's unbelievable. Only in China. Only in China. Check this out. I don't even think the Crucible uses this technology, but you don't even have to look if it's a free ball or not. You just look at the screen and it says, yeah, because I just played a foul and I was just looking at it and it was tight, and then it just says, oh, just look at the screen, and it said, yeah, can't get it. Unbelievable.